EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Pierre Strong on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
We're talking about a true gunslinger, Mike. I mean, this brings us back to the Brett Favre days. Every time this guy lets it loose, you're not sure which team's going to end up with it, but it's going to be exciting. There are times where you got to hold your breath, and let's not forget, this guy was the first overall pick for a reason. He's got the arm talent. That's undeniable. When he's playing well, his teams have a chance. He needs to eliminate some of the negatives because when he's on, man, he is fun to watch.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
First and 10. From the gun, Winston. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. We'll go play action. It's Winston. That's the big tight end, Jordan Akins. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season out, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, LA.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Pistol here for Herbert. Off he goes. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll give it to Dobbins. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Browns offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. To throw, here's Winston. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, Winston. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, But now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Winston, and that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
So, on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep is Darius Davis. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A pickup of 15 in the air. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action now, Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Pass to the tight end, Hurst. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Winston. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Winston looking to throw. This one caught by Akins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Here's Dobbins. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Herbert to the air again. To the goal line and in. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, LA. Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, this is Strong. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Winston will work out of the pistol. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's a handoff to Chubb. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. 2nd down throw for Jameis. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Winston. Going deep downfield for Judy. That's caught. And he's in. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. This one everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Palmer. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On the return, it's Moore. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jameis. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
We'll go play action. It's Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Winston. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Running is Chubb. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. Good blocking, and he's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, it's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
He connects with Palmer on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Throwing again, Herbert. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If your quarterback is going to make a habit, Mike, of operating outside the numbers or the outer third of the field, you better neutralize the EMO. So what EMO stands for is the end man on the line. It could be a defensive end, a linebacker, or any walked-up perimeter player who is responsible for setting the edge. You have to get them accounted for, because if not, you better keep your quarterback in the pocket, or else you're going to suffer a lot of sacks.
To throw, it's Herbert. He connects with Disley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and Really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the second time to try to get something inside the 10. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Jameis. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Winston looking to throw. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. To throw is Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On play action, Winston. That one on target to Moore. And he will score. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. 1st down, LA. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
This one caught at the 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now Herbert again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, it was the veteran Jameis Winston just doing his thing. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
This one complete to Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play action now. It's Herbert. Now he'll run. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Herbert now on 1st down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins, and he'll get about 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll take this down to the 23. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To throw, it's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances, but in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
A run with Dobbins. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw, here's Winston. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. We'll go play action. It's Winston. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return is McConkey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll air one out for Palmer. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. On play action now, Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Chargers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for two. Now Herbert. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. To the left side, he's got Njoku. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, Winston. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Here's Chubb. 1st down and more for Chubb. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that 1st down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. On play action, Winston. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
A 2nd down throw for Jameis. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are wild. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Winston to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer, but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. They bring Judy in motion. One more time, it's Chubb. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
And he'll take it on in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns are going to extend their lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Davis now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On play action, now Herbert. He'll air one out for Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
The Browns offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Now Winston. There's that man again. Another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. This throw left is complete with Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing, Jameis. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be taken down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. Down the right sideline. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
I like to call these short throw, long run. You don't always have to generate explosive plays in the passing game by trying to throw the ball over the defense's head. This is a great example of it. Get the ball to a guy with speed, in space, and let him do the rest.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Dobbins. Now a loose football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 2 scores. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. On first down, Herbert. And he's in. Justin Herbert. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to cut the deficit to 10. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball, and for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Winston looking to throw. This one caught by Akins. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
On first down, it's Winston. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
A second down throw for Winston. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Left side, he's got Njoku. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. On the return is McConkey. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a first down.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the 4th quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ball game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Herbert again. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Second and 11. Chubb takes his handoff, running left. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. That one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Browns. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.